Okay, so this is collecting evidence for Unit 328, maintaining your ICT systems. Sean and Sarah are present. Okay, Sean, do you want to take me just briefly through that maintenance schedule that you've created?
So this is the maintenance schedule that I've created and I've been carrying out for the last 3 months. As you can see, I've got September there, October, November, December here. I've got a number of different checks, such as the physical server check. I won't be showing you that because I've got to actually do it physically in the server room. I'll show you these ones here, the system reports and the backup reports.
Okay.
For my check, if it's all functioning okay, I tag it as green.
Right.
Anything that's orange, that's functioning but there's an error involved.
Good.
If it's red, then yeah, that's a failure and it needs urgent attention.
Okay.
As you can see here for the backup reports, yesterday, Monday, there was a failure for the backup report.
Okay, let's go and have a look at that. Can you take me there and show me?
Yesterday's one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So this is it here. The reason why I've marked it as a failure is because we've received the backup report itself, but there's one here that's missed, and that one there's partial, so that's only partially been backed up, and then that backup there has been missed.
Okay, just tell me what this report is. Is this from all the different servers?
This is for all of our servers, yeah. A company called Alchemy deal with our backups.
Right.
We don't do it here, they do it for us. And if it's not a success or if it hasn't backed up, I then call this company here up, Alchemy, and then I then find out what's happened, you know, why is it not being backed up, because the company's paying money, you know, to back all the stuff up.
Okay, so that partial one, any ideas why that didn't fail, did it, but it didn't complete?
Well, they're actually looking into it at the moment.
Okay.
And I'm still waiting for them to get back to me, and I've got to chase them up at some
Okay,
point.
and what about the missed one? Again, are they looking at that?
Again, they're looking that up as well, yeah, they're looking into that. Today's reports are here, and the one that was missed yesterday is actually being resolved now.
Okay, because it's showing a success.
Yeah, the partial one's still there.
Okay, so what, you'll now call them and say, what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on with this one here.
Okay, is it an important server, or...?
It says here what they're for, backup name, Unitas DC1, which, yeah, that is important.
Does it contain data, or is it just a DC?
That contains all of our data, yeah, it's got all of our shared drives on it.
Right, so it is quite important.
So it's very important, yeah.
Right, okay, so I'd get onto that quite quickly, because
Yeah.
that's pretty important. 2 days on the trot, something's not right, is
Yeah.
it? Okay, good, right, okay, so that's your backup. What else can you show me?
What else have I got here?
Have you got patching or Windows updates or something
Windows
like that?
updates, yep, I can show you Windows updates.
Okay.
So if I go on my server, this is what I do, Windows updates. So we use more than one server here, and I check each one for different things. One of the things could be Windows updates, and as you can see here, I need to check for updates.
Okay, so when you check for updates, where are you checking?
On the servers.
Okay, so is that bit checking for updates to see if it requires updates, or is it checking for updates from Microsoft?
That checks to see if it requires updates.
Okay, fine, good. Do you want to run it? Because you should have it on the server,
Yeah.
really.
I'll leave that running, yeah?
Yes, good idea.
Okay. Other stuff on here, I've got devices and printers after on the servers. So this one here, there's normally never anything wrong with this. I simply just go to devices and printers on the server, and then have a quick look, see if anything there is not...
What would you be looking for then in that instance?
Actually, that's the wrong list.
Oh.
The list doesn't come up, but usually it tells you the status of the printer.
Right, okay.
And if the status is error or not working or low ink, for example,
Yeah.
I then sort of look into it and, you know, find out how much, you know, toner cartridges are left and replace it if needed.
Okay.
Or find out why it's not working.
Yeah. So usually where would you go to bring that list up?
Start devices and printers, but it's not there for some reason.
Is it because you're on the remote printer while you're doing this, or which printer are you on? Sorry, which server are you on at the moment?
DC1.
Okay, and that's the one you would check normally, is it?
Yeah, normally when I go to remote, I normally use remote desktop connection manager, and then it shows it, but for some reason it's not on this one. Tools, and this is in printer.
Just go to print management, what does that give you? There you go.
Here we go. Yeah. So similar to this.
Yeah, so it's
It tells you
purely
the
because of
status
the way
as
you're
well.
accessing it. That's all, I
Yeah.
think, Sean. Okay, good.
So as you see there, toner, ink flow.
That's good, isn't it? Because otherwise, you've got so many printers. If you didn't
Yeah.
have that, you'd have to run around checking. Okay, good. Right, let's just go back to the updates because it looks like it failed to check. Okay, just hang on a moment. So it says an error occurred while checking. Okay. Just go to get help with the server because we need to fix that.
Get help with this error.
With this error, yeah. Okay. There you go. Try that error there. So what's it basically saying?
It's saying that something's preventing it from running Windows updates.
So, but okay, it usually means a program running on your computer. It's quite likely to be the fact that Internet Explorer may be blocking it, for example,
Yeah.
or something like that, or
I'll
your
have to look into
firewall.
this. Normally when I see an error message, I normally just type in on Google when it then brings
Exactly.
up.
Okay, let me just give you a piece of advice here. Just try check online for updates and Windows updates. Just try that. Okay. Now, don't ask me why, but I've seen that 3 times.
Yep.
For every student I've been to, it does that,
Oh, really?
and then this works.
Yeah.
But all it should be is your internet security zone on servers possibly is too high
Yeah.
to allow you to do this for some reason. I don't really understand what's going on. But anyhow, let that run again.
Yep.
Okay, what else do we need to have a look at?
So back onto my maintenance
Yep,
schedule.
please.
Yep, so all of the servers here, including the virtual servers, I check Event Viewer for any errors.
Right, okay, so let's go and have a look
And
there.
this is normally the longest part of the process, Event Viewer.
Yes. And which log files? Do you just check the system log files or do you
I
check
the
all of them?
application, security,
Wow.
and system.
Right, so you check all those window logs files, yes? I'm not surprised it takes
Yep,
some
so
time.
application.
And what kind of things are you looking for?
Just for any errors. Warnings, we don't really note those down because it's not really affecting anything.
Mhm.
It's just a warning. But any errors or critical errors, we make a note of.
Good.
Don't normally find any critical ones, only normal errors. Security,
It's just taking forever to pick it up,
Mm.
that's all. Okay, go to system, that's probably got more in it. Okay, we'll just come back to that, let it run.
Yeah.
It's obviously taking a while to update itself for some reason. Okay, anything else on your list?
servers. I can't show you the virtual servers here because I haven't got vSphere client
That's
installed
okay,
on this
don't worry.
machine.
How about antivirus? What do you use for your
Yeah, I'll
antivirus?
show you that.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. It's
Oh, there
loaded
you
up
go.
now.
So you've got a few errors in there. Tell me what the errors. How do you know it's an error? Apart from the fact it says
well,
it's an error.
Yeah, you see there, and then also I then research it online once I found an error.
And do you find that sometimes they're just nonsense and really?
Sometimes it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, once I make a note of all of them in Event Viewer. In my error report sheet,
Right,
which is
okay.
also included
Excellent.
in my
Good.
maintenance check.
Good.
I then research it online.
Mm.
If there is something that's major, I then sort of look into it further.
Right.
If the internet tells me that it's nothing to worry about, really,
Yeah.
it's just something that can really be there.
Okay,
then I
because
don't
if we
really-
just go back to your spreadsheet, there are some that are identical, aren't there? So
Yeah, but I mean,
4625 is quite a common one.
this is today's ones here,
Okay,
and
good.
they're all the same, all of today's.
Okay, and they're all the same yesterday. So do you know what that relates to?
This one here relates to a user account, so
Okay.
someone can log in. So it's not something too major, but obviously we need to find out which account can't log on.
Okay, just double click. Does it tell you in Event Viewer? Just, come out of there. Go back to Event Viewer. Just minimise. We'll come back to that. Okay, so you can actually, if you do Event, click on it. It will sort it for you. So, okay. Now you should be able to go to the number, which would be lower down potential. Oh, it hasn't sorted it properly. Okay, thank you.
Are we looking for the error on the sheet?
Yeah, that.
Oh, that's probably on a different server.
Okay, all right, not to worry then. All right, don't
Okay.
worry about it. Okay, go back to updates because it had stopped running, hadn't it?
Updates,
Okay, so let's have a look. Can you show me the updates? Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
I think it's best if I not install them now because I need to make sure with Dan before we
That's
install anything
fine,
on the
I haven't
server.
got a problem
This
with
is
that.
the main server. Update for Windows Server 2008 edition. Internet Explorer.
So you just said you better not update them or install them without talking to Dan. Why is that so important?
Because it can have a knock-on effect with other systems and other applications.
And what might you need to do on that server once you've downloaded them or installed them?
Implement them on everyone's machines.
Yeah, but before that, when you install some updates, what do they require to complete?
Oh, a reboot.
Okay, so
yeah,
why
reboot.
can't you just go ahead
and obviously
and
we can't do that during the day because it would affect everyone's work. So it's best if we're going to do that, we do it like out of hours, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
Okay, so is Dan the one who would say yay or nay to those? Because those are allegedly
he's the one that decides
important, aren't they?
Yeah, because as I said, it could have a knock-on effect with
Yeah.
applications and other stuff on the servers.
Good, okay. Just go and show me the optional, because there are 49 of those, so...
49.
So,
And again, Dan would decide these.
a little bit repetitive, aren't they, some
Yeah.
of them? Yeah, okay. Good,
So
right,
you want to
okay.
see the antivirus?
Yes, please.
Close the event viewer down.
Yes, that's fine.
It's not working. Oh, here we go.
Do you need to go to another server, or...?
No, it should be on this one here. Remove column. Not quite sure. It's not. Why it's not loading up?
Oh, hang on. Is it doing something? Can you choose another server, maybe?
I can't get onto it for some reason.
What's it saying?
The error code is 0x8007.
Okay, can you try connecting to another server?
Our antivirus is on this server here, so there's no other antivirus on.
Okay, so hang on a
Both
moment.
servers.
So when you say your antivirus so is that the software that
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about? But what about running an antivirus check on this server? So in other words, checking to see if the server's up to date. That'll do me.
You mean just a normal scan?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
So it's Sophos. Okay, so I was going to ask you who Pure Message is. Is that part of Sophos?
This is
or?
part of Sophos, yeah.
Right.
Sophos Pure Message.
Fine.
Pure Message, that's where you sort of administrate the system and you sort of, decide what comes through the system,
Right.
what to block, what to allow through, like spam.
Okay, that's fair enough. So once that's set up, then you would obviously run a scan. So a scan
Yeah.
scheduled on servers?
Not as part of my maintenance check, no.
Okay, but generally.
That'll probably be done out of hours again because of, it might have an effect. It might slow things down on the
Okay.
server, which will have a knock-on effect.
Shouldn't do. I could do with just seeing a scan or a previous scan. You've got something there that says scan, so has it previously run a scan? That's it, let's have a look at that. No, okay. Nothing in quarantine.
I mean, I can show you one on my PC, maybe.
Okay.
Scans, nothing there either. scan my computer.
Yeah, you might as well. Okay.
Yep, this takes a while.
Okay, that's fine. So what is it? What's it actually scanning for?
So we're scanning all the systems and all files and systems on my computer for anything that shouldn't be there, like viruses, any malware that shouldn't be there.
Okay, and when did you last do a scan on your machine, or is that automated as well?
I think that is automated, yeah.
Okay.
Usually I do scans when, for example, this PC here, Helen, she had an issue with her PC, so I ran a scan just to make sure there's nothing wrong with it because it was running slow.
Okay. Okay, go back to your list while that's scanning. I don't really need to wait for it.
Okay.
Anything else on there that you can show me?
Not on the server, no. I've got other stuff here I can show you, if you like.
What are those kind of things?
So checking the wireless access points.
Okay, so how would you do that? Can you do that
So
from...
to do that, I'll go to our documentation folder.
Mm-hmm.
And here we have a document designated for access points.
Okay.
To check that, I would type in the IP address on the internet.
Oh, okay.
And usually if it's down, the web page won't load up, or it won't connect to it. Yeah. So on my PC it just goes onto it automatically because I typed in the password once.
Right, okay. So here it's kind of...
This one here might be different.
There we
There
go.
we go, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. So what's this showing us? The system status?
Yeah, this shows us the system status, basic settings, advanced settings, anything to do with the access point itself.
And where does it show you the speed, or does it show you the speed, or? In other words, what are you checking here? What have you, by doing what you've just done, what have you checked that you can actually talk?
I've checked that we can actually talk to
Right.
the access point. Yeah, so it is
Okay.
running and set up, which means
Fine.
you can connect to it.
Okay,
So my phone can connect to it, for example.
fine. Okay. If it couldn't,
If it couldn't, I'd then have to investigate it. It's happened before. I've had to find the location of the access point, and I'll find out through here. So the IP address for this one, that's warehouse aisle 1. There's like 2 or 3 different aisles in the warehouse. I'd then go to aisle 1, find the access point, find out why it's not working, and maybe
just try and sort it.
yeah, reconfigure it or something.
Good. Right. Finally, just go back, see if the scan's finished. If it hasn't, it's still scanning.
Nowhere near.
Okay, that's fine.